Okay, so going on with the class, you have the chapter review homework assignments, and these are 20% of your final grade. Now these are different from the other homework assignments. The others, you will lose 20% if you do it after the due date. For these chapter review homeworks, or the exam review homeworks is what they really are, then you will lose, you can do them after the due date, but you will lose 30% of that grade. So you can only get them up to a 70 if you do that, okay? Now, what's sort of scary about these is that it requires that you take a quiz first. Now, at the bottom of the Start Here page, you're going to see how chapter reviews work, and I've got a lot of screenshots in there so you can look at that and really see what I'm talking about. But what it's going to do is if you try to open up the review homework, it's going to say that you're required to take the review quiz first. Now, that quiz does not affect your grade whatsoever. But what you want to do is you want to take that quiz and take it like it is an exam. Put up your books, put up your notes, put yourself under pressure, and try to get this done. And then, after you've taken the quiz and submitted the quiz, it is tied to that homework. And every single topic that you showed that you understand is going to give you credit for in that homework assignment. So if you just open the homework assignment, it may be 50 to 75 questions long. It can be quite long. But then after you do the quiz, it's going to give you credit sometimes for even 100% of the problems, not always. But you'll get credit for a lot of them, and you'll be able to just work on the problems that you still need to work on. So basically what the quiz does is it personalizes the review for you. It will only have left the stuff you really need to work on to do well on the test, okay? Now, one thing you should know is if you open the quiz and then don't complete it, that can cause some issues because it's only going to give you credit on the homework for the stuff you got right on the first time you take the quiz. So if you do that, you can contact me and I can delete those quiz results. Okay? I can delete the quiz results, I can delete the homework results, and you can start all over again if you want to. So you just have to let me know and I can do that. And so you can, if you do poorly on the quiz the first time and you have a lot of questions left over and you want to go back and practice some more and then come back and do the quiz, I can do that. Just let me know, I'll delete it, and you can start all over again. It's pretty easy to do. Okay? The regular exams, 50%. Now, I allow you to take the exams 3 times. And that's because my MathLog can be really picky about how you enter your answers. You really want to pay attention. Beside most answer blanks, there's going to be something in blue. It may say give answer in fraction form. It may say round to the nearest tenth. Whatever it tells you to do, you need to make sure that you're giving your answer in the correct form. Now, it's really easy to mess that up. That's why I let you take it 3 times. Only your highest score will count, so there is no reason why you should not take the exam 3 times unless you made a 100 one of the first 2 times you took it. And then, of course, why not? But you should take it 3 times. It's great. You'll be able to review your answers at the end of the first time you take the test. You may say, oh, that's what they wanted on that particular type of problem. I'll make sure I enter it correctly the next time. Now, the numbers between the tests are going to be different, but it's going to be pretty much the same, not exactly the same, but you should definitely be able to improve your score each time you take the exam. Okay, now for these homework, this exam, I do not do a makeup exam at all. I used to until the time I walked into class, and every single student in my entire class, about 23 people, all of them were sick so that they could have more time to study for their exams. And what that meant was I had to write 23 different makeup exams and had to schedule 23 different individual makeup exams. And that's when I said no more. So what happens if you miss an exam? Well, you're going to have a 0 on it for a while. Okay? But remember how I said the final was optional? Here's where you might want to take it. Whatever you make on that comprehensive final exam at the end, I will replace your lowest exam score with it. So if your lowest exam score is a 60 and you make a 70 on that final, then that 60 is going to become a 70. Now, if you do worse on the final than your lowest exam score, I'm not going to lower it, so it can't hurt you. And if you have a 0, you'll take the final, and that final will replace the 0. Now, one thing that you should note is I only replace 1 grade. Only ever replace 1 grade. So that means that you should not miss more than one exam. You shouldn't miss one at all, but definitely you don't want to miss two. It's going to be really hard for you to do that. Okay. The final exam will open up on Sunday, December 5th. In your syllabus, there's a typo. I have it as Monday, December 5th. It is Sunday. I will change that, but it's not the highest priority for me right now. It is correct on your calendar. Okay? So the final will open up on December 5th, and it will close on December 7th. So you have Sunday to Tuesday to take that exam. And then I will work and get everything done. Couple more things. First of all, this is a tech-heavy class, and I want you to remember that if you're having tech problems, I may be as well. If the Lee College server is down and you can't access Blackboard, I can't access Blackboard. If you're having trouble getting into my math lab, I may be having trouble getting into my math lab. I don't have magical access that you don't. I ran into this both during the last storm, and we had a My Math Lab outage last weekend, and then especially during the freeze in February. I was out of power longer than most people, and I came back to a lot of panicked messages from students saying, you know, why hasn't this changed? Why hasn't this changed? I can't do it. I can't get in. So what I will promise you is if any of those things happen, I will work with you. I will redo the schedule. I will make it work for us. I have a lot of practice with this because it happens all the time. I have dealt with hurricanes, power outages, floods, escaped convicts, all kinds of stuff. So I have some practice in rearranging things, and it's my responsibility, and I will make it work for us. So please don't panic about that, and give me time to be able to get into the tech to fix it, okay? One last bit is the Americans with Disabilities Act. If you are a student with a disability, and you would know who you are, and you want to use your accommodations, it's not like high school, you're not required to use them. But if you want to use them, please send me a message as soon as possible, and I will make the changes that I need to for you. I should have already the contact information from the disabilities coordinator, so all you have to do is ask, and it should be given. Okay? Now, make sure you watch your specific video.